Good afternoon, children. How are you? Sorry I have been very absent. I have got my old phone out from the drawer and reset it because the children had put the password in wrong too many times and it locked me out of it, which is just wonderful. So I have no signal still, but I can make videos and I can upload them when I go into the house. But obviously I can't put it on social media while I am out and about in the yard because I do not have a SIM card. So I wanted to tell you that we have picked up the post hammer. That's pretty exciting. That's news. To be honest, I haven't really done a right lot while I haven't videoed, other than mope about over the loss of my phone. But that'll all come right on its own, won't it? So what we wanted to happen was we went to Graham Haler, who lives in down the road from us. We wanted this post hammer to be independent of this thing. What's that called there? That block of metal. So basically it can be controlled from in the Merlot cab, which is brilliant. So what he's done is, instead of completely butchering it, he has left it so that we have the tilting boom function still available should we need it, and we can plug it in, but we also have an extra pipe on, I'll show you, so that it can be put on the Merlot and it can be controlled by the hydraulics in the Merlot. I can't put this back on, I'm such a weakling. But yeah, if we so wished, or if we came to sell it or anything, these here can still be plugged in. We've just put an extra on, so we've not got rid of it, we've just added a bit extra. So he didn't put the check valve on. So what we wanted to happen is we sent it with the instruction to put a check valve on it, because we didn't know whether the actual knocker would stay up with the hydraulics on the Merlot, because on the Bobcat, if you put that up to the top, it stays up the top. And if you put it down to the bottom, it stays at the bottom. But the Merlot doesn't quite work like that. So we did have the idea that we would put this check valve on, like we have done just here. Can you see this here, this little box? So basically it's a non-return valve, and it stops the oil going back into the machine and stops the grab closing really slowly. But as this is a post hammer and it relies on quite a blunt release of oil, I don't know whether the check valve would have not prohibited, what's the bloody word, stopped it happening, and would have, made the post hammer not work properly. So he's left it off, see how we get on. It might need something, but he doesn't know what. So it'd be interesting to see how we come on. But we can now control the post hammer from the Merlot cab, which is brilliant. It makes it a lot easier for us, because when you're on the Bobcat, you had one of you sat on the Bobcat, you'd have to keep the revs on and keep your hand on the button. It's just how the Bobcat works, and the seatbelt down. For the other person stood on the floor to operate the post hammer is a bit of a pain in the ass. He's also fixed a pipe. I can't see, but you might be able to. Somewhere in there, in here, there's a pipe that runs all the way to the top, and he's fixed that. So we also got a check valve put on this grab. I'm gonna go and get some of, the blue. I can show you because it's here. This stuff here, I'm gonna get some of that and put it around the pipes because they're getting a little bit sharp. There's nothing wrong with them. They've just, frayed a little bit when you've been rubbing them along the machine. We also picked up a slurry pipe for Jacob, a friend of ours with the tractor. And this was when we changed the handling system. God, I can't wait for my phone to come back because I can't zoom out. It's really annoying. I'd normally zoom out and you'd be able to see all of what I'm talking. So this was completely jacked off because we had to, when we put the head scoop in the handling system, this was in the way of the head scoop and the functioning of it. So this was completely sawn out and moved. And then we've just had a bit of box section that was from another project on the farm and welded it on. So now this is usable. So this will go somewhere in the big shed one day. It was just making two pieces of seemingly scrap and making them usable again, which was really exciting to me. So Friday was an absolutely abysmal day for many reasons, and we had a bit of a drama on the farm. Many dramas, but this one was on the farm. A delivery driver dropped something off and he had a big, high-sided curtain cider, whatever they're called. And he knocked the drain pipe off and mashed about 6 roof sheets up, so that was an absolute disaster. You can just see them there. To be honest, it's not the end of the world, they're just little sheets, they're not massive ones. And we do, after all the building work that we've done, we do have a spare pallet of roof sheets just to go out. So good old Johnny Bodgett's gonna come and stick them on for us, just because it's a tiny little job. It doesn't warrant getting someone proper out, and to be honest, we're fairly useless and we can't do it ourselves. So we're literally just going to try the post hammer now, not properly, just try and see how it works functionality wise. It might not work, so just watch this space. So this here is new, and it can, this phone's really annoying because I can't zoom out. My new phone's brilliant because it zooms out. This is brand new. He has basically made this that it can be that, like this, and this here goes straight to the Merlot. Wow. So basically it lets it up and then it drops when you let go. Right. Shitting hell, that's scary. So the originals, what happens is when you, I'll show you, when you put it to the top, and unless you press it, it doesn't drop. That was free falling. That was lifting it up and then letting it go straight away as soon as you let go of that button. That is incredibly dangerous. And you can't, no, just not, you can't operate a machine like that. It needs to go to the top and stop and then let down. But in all honesty, we didn't know what would happen. So now we know. Oh no, I'll have to press something. Oh, I'll have to hold it. Oh no. Now I'm giving him power, basically. So this is what we were trying to avoid. So with the Bobcat, someone always had to have the flow on. So I'll show you what it does from the other side. So if you can see, we'll ignore tilt slide. We didn't, tilt left and right. We didn't really care that much about it. So this is up and down. So, and then if you watch, and depending on how far and you press it, like I could really give it some. Hold on, it'll let it up fast. To let it down though, you need it faster than that. It needed to go anyway, and we can use it like this, that's fine. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be controlled just from the cab. Roy said the Merlot does have its own quirks. Maybe that's something to do with it. Like with the oil flow, I know someone who's got one of these identical on a JCB, and they don't seem to have an issue, so I don't know. It's back and it's usable. Bit like me, really. So if you're interested in what I'm doing right now this minute, the skin has been dried and stretched, and I'm currently sanding it. This is my sander. I won't show you all of that because it's really boring, and I want to get this video made, or see if I can get this video made on my old phone. I'll try my best. Just put some of that water pipe on that I was talking about before. It's like putting a ribbon. These are not... That's neat, well done. And before then, it would automatically, when you opened it without that check valve on, it would just close really slowly because it was letting the oil back into the machine. But with it on, you can now have it open and leave it open. Work smarter, not harder.
Digging deep, time to win. You can't keep me down. Hey, hey, hey. You can't keep me down.
Oh yeah, if you can roll it correctly, then it means we've done it. We've done it right. We've done it right. If it rolls like an actual carpet,
Like that.
like this, we've done it.
We
That's
are
it.
cool.
That's
You can't keep me down. You're indestructible. You swim against it all. You never hit the wall. You're superhuman. You're gonna set the pace. You're gonna win the race. You rise but never fall. You're superhuman. You're superhuman. You're superhuman.
So sorry I've been absent. As always, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. I really do. And thank you as well to the people who've got in touch and asked where I was. That means a lot right now. I appreciate you and I thank you. So yeah, back normal service will resume very shortly.